Now, here's my position from the horse's mouth. Andrew Scholes, Tucker Carlson, Joel Pollack, Candace Owens, Dave Smith. Here's my position. For everybody that has so much to say about me without actually saying anything to me, without actually talking to me, for these people that talk about their nuanced position, which is so sophisticated and not anti-Semitic, but mine is so anti-Semitic and so dumb and obtuse, here's my position from the horse's mouth, okay? You want to talk about the Israeli government? You want to talk about what they're doing in Gaza? You want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein? Let's just use Jeffrey Epstein as an example. Who right now is defending Jeffrey Epstein? Ben Shapiro, Adam Sosnick, Dave Portnoy. What do they all have in common? What do Ben Shapiro, Dave Portnoy, and Adam Sosnick from Patrick Bet-David's network, what do they all have in common? They're all Jewish. And every one of them is saying, I believe the Trump administration when it says Epstein killed himself. There's nothing more to see. There is no black book. There will be no further disclosures. They all say, let's just stop talking about Epstein. Why? Why are they saying that? It's because Ben Shapiro, Dave Portnoy, and Adam Sosnick are all Jewish. And because they're all Jewish, they all have some affinity with the state of Israel. Because they're all Jewish, they're all a little bit bothered by the latent anti-Semitism of everybody realizing that our government may be controlled by a sexual blackmail ring that is working on behalf of the Jewish state. And as Jews, it makes them deeply uncomfortable that the 98% of the population that isn't Jewish is realizing this.
Nope. We're not doing that today, Nicholas. We're not doing that today unless we can do it all the motherfucking way, Nicholas. Huh? Here's what I mean. If you watch the rest of that video, what he spelled out there, but also the rest of that video, which is 12 minutes of some bullshit. But if you watch the rest of that, he goes on to name every other motherfucking group of people on this planet and how they have this affinity to not only protect their race, but their homeland. All right? Same shit he spelled out there as it pertains to the Jews. Now, how in the fuck is it, Nicholas, that every other group has this natural affinity to protect their race and their homeland, but whites? See, I think that whites have that shit too, okay? And here's my evidence of that, Nicholas. My evidence of this shit is the fact that you, as a white man, allegedly,
¡Viva México, cabrones!
You, as a white man who's also America First, it's in the logo. America First white man who has told us on a number of occasions that America is a white country for white people. Okay? Here's how you act like Ben Shapiro. Every motherfucking thing out of your mouth is Jew. Jew, 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 Jew. That's you, okay? Meanwhile, you also just happen to mention not just the blackmail ring, but a cadre of individuals who are American politicians, okay? You happen to mention them as if there's some type of sidebar of individuals who make policy and plans for your life. You mention them as being a part of this blackmail ring as well. The people who actually are being blackmailed. And why are they being blackmailed? Well, it's a sex ring. It's a pedophilic sex ring. So then that means that at one point, the people who you elected to have responsibility over your life and your country all had their dick in some shit. And there's pictures, there's videos, there's lists, listas, as your people like to say. There is evidence of this that is being used to bend them to the will of a foreign state. You, being a white man, seem to want to leave them on the side of the plate. They are never the main course. Why is that? My guess is because them being mostly white and 100% American, you are seeking to protect your race and your homeland in the same fashion. So you point to some bitch ass country in the Middle East every chance you get, which serves the same purpose as Ben Shapiro now telling everyone to forget about Epstein. We need to move on from Epstein, right? It's the same turtle shell bullshit, okay? So then, one would have to assume that you, with all of that taken into account, are simply the white Ben Shapiro. Thank you. Have a nice day. You know, seeing as he's not really white, he's probably only doing all of this shit to keep himself out of jail for all of that January 6th nonsense. Not to mention the fact that he was very close friends with the organizer of the January 6th nonsense, Ali Alexander, who, let's just say, probably has himself on a number of lists